Okay, good morning everyone. Our next topic is on interest. What is interest? For that, let's have this term first. Definition of terms. First is the lender or creditor. A lender or creditor is a person or institution who invests money or makes the funds available. Okay. A borrower is the one who owes the money or who borrows the money from the lender. Origin or loan date is the date on which the money is received by the borrower, the time of borrowing the money. And repayment date or maturity date is the time where you completely repaid your loan or your money borrowed. The time or term is the amount of time in years the money is borrowed or invested. It is the time between the origin and the maturity dates. The principal is the initial amount you borrowed or invested. The rate, usually annual rate, and is in percent. Look at this, in percent, charged by the lender or rate of increase of the investment. Okay, so the rate of increase is based on this R rate. Interest now is the amount paid or earned for the use of money. In short, it is the amount you gained if you are the lender. Now, simple interest is a type of interest that is computed on the principal and then added to it. So, the computation for simple interest is one time lang, one time big time. Okay? We have a computation or a formula for that, and you will just substitute all the details and you will get your simple interest. Same thing with compound interest, but in compound interest, if you try to study this one later in the next chapter, there is a big difference between simple interest and compound interest. Because in compound interest, interest is computed on the principal and also the accumulated past interest. So we will tackle this one on the next topic. Then maturity date or future value is the amount after 3 years that the lender receives from the borrower. Okay, so if you are the lender, so this is the maturity value or future value will be the value that you will receive from your borrower. Okay, now let's go to simple interest first. So how do we compute simple interests? Here is the formula. Simple interest formula is I, or you can have I sub S, or simply I. The simple interest is I is equal to PRT, where I is the interest, P is the principal or your starting money or the borrowed money or the invested money. R is the rate or interest rate of increase of your investment or borrowed money, and T is the time period, and that is usually in years. Okay, T is in years. So if T is given in months or days, you should convert that one into years. For example, if you're given with 6 months, so that is equivalent to 0.5 years. T must be in years. Okay. Interest rates are most commonly expressed as annual interest rates. So therefore, unless stated otherwise, we will assume the interest rate is annual. Okay. So let's go to some examples. A bank offers 0.25% annual interest rate for a particular deposit. How much interest will be earned if 1 million pesos is deposited in these savings after 1 year? So first, let's write the given. What are the given? The given is we have the rate, which is 0.25%, and we need to convert this one to decimal. So all you need to do is always multiply by what? 100%. No, wrong. Erase. 1/100%, or simply divide by 100%. 0.025 at 0.25 divided by 100. Para sure, 0.0025. That is our R. Next, how much interest will be earned? So we're asked to find the interest. If the money is 1 million, so meaning that is the principal, because that is the money you deposited, the initial money deposited in a bank. So that is your P. Okay, and of course, what is our time? 1 year. So our equation is I is equal to PRT. So just substitute 1 million times 0.0025 times 1. What is that equal to? 2,500 pesos. So after 1 year, your 1 million peso will gain 2,500 pesos. Okay, number 2. How much interest is charged when 50,000 is borrowed for 9 months at an annual simple interest rate of 10%? So annual, so meaning 1 year. So per year. So we're given with principal. 50,000 is borrowed, so that is your principal. Then for 9 months, convert that to years. So we have 1/12 months. 1 year, 12 months. So we have cancel. 9 divided by 12 is 3/4, so that is 0.75. Then your annual rate is 10%. Divide that by 100, so that is just 0.10. Then go to the equation. I equals PRT. 50,000 times rate is 0.10 times 0.75. Then get your calculator and multiply. So this is 3,750. Okay, complete the table below by finding the unknown. Okay, for number 1, for letter A, we're given with rate, time, and interest. So the unknown is P. Okay, take note that I is equal to PRT. So to solve for P, we will divide both sides by RT. So in short, this is just T is equal, P, this is cancel, is equal to I over RT. So this is equal. Then substitute. Your interest is 1,500. Your R rate is, this is equivalent to, divide that by 100. What is that equal to? 0.025. So 0.025 times time, 4 years. So what is that equal to? What is now your interest? So your principal, So the principal amount is 15,000. Letter B, we're asked to find R. So from the equation, I equals PRT. So we will divide PT on both sides, so cancel. So we have R is equal to I over PT. The interest is here for 860 divided by principal is 36,000. time is 1.5. And use your calculator again to solve. And this is equal to 0.09. Then multiply this by 100%. So we have 9%. Okay. Letter C, we're asked to find time. So I is equal to PRT. Time man, so divide by PR. So meaning time is equal to I over PR. I is 275 divided by, the rate is 0.5%, divide that by 100%, so that will become 0.005. Okay, and for the principal, so that is the rate. Some principal is to 250,000. So use your calculator again, times 250,000. So we have 0.22 years. Okay, so you can convert that one into how many months. 0.22 times 12, maybe you will answer with, that is 2.64 months. So 2 months, more than 2 months. Okay, then letter D, since that is interest, so we'll just directly use this PRT. So we have 500,000 times 12.5% divided by 100, so 0.125 times 10. So 500,000 times 0.125 times 10. So we'll have the interest is 625,000. Okay. Next. So when invested at an annual interest rate of 7%, an amount earned 11,200. So an amount earned, so meaning this is our I of simple interest interest in 2 years. How much money was originally? So originally invested, so you're asked to find P. And this is our rate. So this is now 0.07. Divide that by 100%. So principal. So from I equals PRT, we're asked to find the principal, divide by RT. So P now is equal to what? I over RT. What is the interest? 11,200. This is 200. Then rate is 0.07. And then in 2 years, the time is 2. So again, use your calculator. 0.07 times 2. This is 80,000. So meaning the original money invested is 80,000. Number 5. If an entrepreneur applies for a loan amounting to 500,000 in a bank, the simple interest of which is 157,500 for 3 years. So meaning this is the interest and this is the time, and applies for the loan, so this is your principal. So what interest rate? So R, unknown here is R. So I equals PRT, so divide by PT. So cancel, R, this is arrow, R is equal to I over PT. What is I? 157,500 divided by P, 500,000, and time is in 3 years. And use your calculator. Times 3. So we have, this is 0.105. Multiply this by 100%. So this is now 10.5%. So the interest rate is 10.5%. Number 6. How long will a principal earn an interest equal to half of it at 5% simple interest? So medyo tricky. So how long meaning time, we're asked to find time. Will a principal, so there's no amount, so let's just say it's P. To earn an interest, so to earn an interest equal to half of it, meaning half, P over 2. Your I is equal to their principal divided by 2 because half man. And your principal is not given, so let's use the variable P. And the simple interest is R, 5%, which is equal to 0.05. So let's go to IPRT. We're asked to find time, so divide by PR. No, this is not cancelled, so PR. So we have time is I over PR. Interest is P over 2 divided by your P times R is given 0.05. So we can cancel P. So we have 1/2 over 0.05. Then use your calculator. This is equal to 10. So 10 years. So it will take 10 years for a principal to earn half of it at 5% simple interest rate. Okay.